Hi Pokefans, welcome back to my Wild Terra Pokemon only Nuzlocke challenge in Pokemon Violet Part 6. Last episode we went ahead and defeated the Steel Lurking Titan in Eastern Province. Subsequently we have also completed the gym test for Cascarraffa gym. In this episode I'll be going ahead and challenging the gym leader, Kofu, who is in Cascarraffa gym right now, and then make my way to Thackeray Ticket to go ahead and challenge the Poison crew. It's definitely been a fun challenge for me till now, and we have had some really good team members in our team. We do have around 64 Wild Terra Pokemons available in Pandia. This means that I have a lot more to catch as well. But of course, I'll only be catching the ones I'm gonna try and use in this challenge. Today, since we are challenging the Cascarraffa gym, I've gone ahead and changed up some of my team members to make sure that I only have Pokemons that are quite helpful for this gym challenge. And I think I'll go ahead and do the same from now on as well. Either way, here we have Kofu, who is the 4th gym leader that we are actually challenging. He is gonna have team members around level 30 to 33. So I think my current team members are at a really good level for this challenge. By the way, I have been following the order of gyms as well as the star crews in the way that Nintendo wanted us to actually follow. So according to them, apparently this is the 4th gym. So I am going to go ahead and challenge Kofu right here. I'm pretty excited for this gym battle, especially since we have quite a couple of my team members who are good against water types. But of course, I'm hoping that we'll be able to easily take them down without kind of losing any of my team members. To be honest, I really don't have any kind of strategy for this gym battle. I'm just hoping that all of my team members can actually tank the moves and still do some really good damage. He usually starts with Evoluza, and as you can see, I actually got a crit hit in the first turn, which I wasn't really expecting. This means I do have to sadly switch out. I don't really want to switch out into Tauros because Veluza is part psychic and it will probably know some psychic type moves. Finally, I just decided to go with Floatzel. It definitely does the neutral damage, but I think it's a better choice rather than going with another Pokemon that have to deal with its psychic type moves. Alright, went with Air Cutter again. I guess it's just trying to go ahead and get as many crit hits as possible. But of course, I do have to take it down as soon as possible as well, so I'll go with Bite. Alright, pretty good. I think I should have initially went with Floatzel. That would have probably helped. Either way, I think this is pretty fine. I've also gone ahead and equipped Leftovers on Floatzel. This will definitely help it tank more hits from the opponent. There we go, we have defeated Veluza. Right here, my Floette also leveled up, which means it actually learns better Blizzard. I really wish I had leveled up my Pokemon one more turn just to have this powerful move. Maybe that would have taken down Veluza in one hit. Either way, I think this is still pretty fine. Floette doesn't really have that good of a defense, at least that's what I've seen using it. So I am not that too happy to actually use it in my team. Either way, I think at some point it will definitely help me with a couple of battles, so I'm still gonna kind of have to have it in my team. Alright, the next turn I went with Tauros. I feel like we can actually take down a Bugio. Bugio, just like Floette, does not really have that good of a defense. So I think we'll be able to take it down with one Wild Charge. Although using Wild Charge will actually make me lose my own health, and I might accidentally go down as well. So I'm going to try and use Zen Headbutt right here. Okay. It seems like it went with Water Pulse, which doesn't really do that good of a damage against me. And since it does have a bit of Leftover, that will help it recover the health as well. I think Leftovers is a really good item when you are having a Nuzlocke challenge. And you can find them right here in Cascarraffa City Gym. So if you want to buy Leftovers for your team members, I would definitely recommend you guys go ahead and just come to Cascarraffa City in the beginning of the game, buy the Leftovers, and then go back to anywhere else that you had to actually visit. I think that's an easier way to kind of get it at the beginning of the game as well. Alright, now that we have defeated Bugdrio, I think it's his final team member, so I do have to switch out. I feel like Wild Charge is not gonna be enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and go into my Luxray, who should be able to take it down with Volt Switch. If not, I think we'll be easily able to safely switch out into another Pokemon as well. So I'm not too worried about it. Sadly, it's actually raining outside. I'm not really sure if this rain is going to affect our battle. Sometimes if there is rain, water type moves do get powered up. So this is a bit worrying. Either way, I think it will power up the electric type moves as well. So it goes both ways for me. In my playthrough, when I was going through this gym, I remember that there was a sandstorm. And I do remember that it did affect my water type moves back then. So I think this rain is gonna affect our battle as well. Although I'm not too worried about it, I think my Luxray can still go ahead and take a move from his Pokemon. So I'm not too worried about that, but you never know when there is gonna be a crit hit and you might actually lose a Pokemon. Now I can definitely do the calculation for stats and see if my Luxray would survive. But of course, I'm not that into calculating stats. I just like to randomly catch Pokemons and just use them in the Nuzlocke challenge, regardless of what nature they are or how their levels are. So I'm just not too worried about that thing. Sadly, right here, I wasn't able to take his opponent down. So I do have to switch out. I just decided to go ahead with my Dundon Spice since it is quite tanky. I think it will be able to at least take one hit. Ooh, never mind, it actually avoided the hit completely. That was unexpected, but I think I'll take it. This turn I went with Hyper Drill and we were able to take his Pokemon down. Pretty cool. Definitely this gym battle was way better than the last one. The last one I challenged was Zavancia City Gym, and if you have seen my episode for it, it has been quite tough. I was worried about the other gym battles as well because of that, but never mind, this gym battle was super easy. Now that we have won his gym badge, I think it's time for us to go ahead and challenge the Poison Crew. They are going to be in Tag 3 ticket, which is quite close to Zapico City. In the last episode, we have already gone ahead and explored Eastern Province, so I have already gone to Zapico City. I think I'm ready to challenge the Poison Crew. Right here, it seems like my Collier is actually evolving. And since I actually need a Fairy type Pokemon, I think I'll go ahead and let it evolve into a Gardevoir. I have already picked up a Dawnstone. I could kind of evolve it into a Gallade. But I feel like rather than having a Psychic and Fighting type, I do need a Fairy Pokemon. So I'll go ahead with this one for now. I think this will also kind of help me with the upcoming Poison Crew. I don't really have that many of Psychic type team members currently. So the only ones I do have that is really good is Gardevoir right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and train up some of my team members a bit more. As far as I remember, Poison Crew is actually around level 33. But since I don't really have that many Pokemons around the same level, I'll actually go ahead and train up my team members a bit more. Right here, I made my way to Tag 3 ticket and I have been going around challenging the trainers around this region. Apparently, when I came too close to the Poison Crew, the small cutscene with Clive actually happened. But of course, once I heal my team members, I'm back here. If we go too close to the gate, we'll have another cutscene that's going to run. This time, it's apparently with a kid who's trying to kind of talk to Atticus, who is the Poison Crew boss. They're just talking right here, and if we approach them, instead of the grunt challenging us, it's actually the kid right there. So we actually have to defeat him to go through and challenge the Poison Crew. I think that's fine with me. As long as I get to battle them and level up my team members a bit more, I think it's still fine. This kid right here will have Pokemons around level 30. So as long as you have some really good Poison type team member, I think you'll have a really easy battle against him. He also has a couple Pokemons which are not evolved, so they probably will be quite weak. You can definitely take them down in one hit. There you go, he is challenging us with a Gulpin. I've actually personally never used Gulpin. If you have used it, let me know in the comment section how good this Pokemon is. I've always wanted to kind of use it, but I never get the chance to. I just feel like it never fit into my team members. So sadly, I have never used this one. I think its evolution Swellout is really good defense-wise. The only thing that you do have to kind of look out for this Pokemon would probably be a Psychic type move. In my case, I actually decided to go ahead and have my Floatzel as the first Pokemon. The main reason for this one is that Articus will actually start with a Skuntank. So if you have your Poison type Pokemon in the beginning of the party, you probably have some difficulty kind of taking down the Skuntank. In my case, according to the moveset that I've seen Skuntank kind of use, I feel like my Floatzel is the best Pokemon to kind of tank its moves and at least try to take it down. I've also gone ahead and taught my Floatzel Brick Break, which is a really helpful move, especially when you're going against a Dark type. Since Skuntank is a part Dark type, I think we'll be able to deal with it much better using just my Floatzel right here. Although I don't think it's a really good Pokemon against the other ones. Right here it actually got poisoned, and I guess I do have to kind of heal up my team members once more before I challenge the crew. But at least I think I'll be able to take down the Strudel right here. By the way, I have used the Strudel in my team. It is super cute and it definitely is quite powerful. Probably it will be a bit difficult leveling it up initially in the game, but once it comes closer to its evolution, it will be definitely a really strong Pokemon. And once it does evolve into Grafaiai, I think it's a strong Pokemon to have. But I would definitely recommend, if you are catching a Strudel, make sure it does have the Poison type. I did catch a Strudel before and accidentally it actually had the normal Terra type. By the way, Strudel is part Poison and normal, so you do have to be a bit careful while catching this Pokemon. In case if you get the Pokemon with a wrong Terra type, I would definitely recommend going ahead and trying to catch another one to make sure you have the right one. Alright, going closer to the gate, we do have a choice to go ahead and challenge the crew. I've gone ahead and chosen the first 3 Pokemon in my team to go ahead and battle the 30 Pokemons right here. By the way, to be really honest, Poison Crew is definitely tougher if you don't have a Psychic type Pokemon. So if you are going through a Nuzlocke challenge with a certain typing of a Pokemon, I would definitely recommend just being a bit more careful. Maybe you could kind of level up your team members a bit more just to make sure that you are able to tank their Poison type moves and kind of take them down. But here I chose Floatzel, Gardevoir and Luxray. These 3 are my current really good team members, so I'm just gonna try and use them. I do have a goal of trying to defeat 30 Pokemons within 1 minute, so hopefully we'll be able to do that even here as well. We are definitely going solid. There is still 20 seconds left, and I'm hoping we'll be able to defeat more Pokemons pretty soon. The only thing that's kind of holding me back is the fact that we have to actually run to these Pokemons rather than using our Koraidon to kind of ride it. I guess that's taking more seconds for me to actually find the Pokemon and go to challenge them. But we are very close, and did we or did we not? Alright, so we did challenge and were able to defeat 30 Pokemons within a minute. That was pretty good. I think we came quite close to kind of losing the challenge, but it was on the mark. So I think that was pretty nice. Right here comes Articus with his amazing automobile. I think this one is definitely pretty cool. Even though I still like Kaikomo's automobile, which was dark greyish. I think this color does suit the automobile as well. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Which color of the automobile do you really like? After all, we do have 5 different colors for them. But now that we have defeated 30 trainers, we are ready to challenge Articus right here. If I remember, I think Articus will have 4 different Pokemons in his team. So definitely the challenge is going up. I do have to be a bit more careful on some of his team members as well, just because of the fact that poison type Pokemons are definitely quite defensive. Just as I mentioned before, Articus will be starting this battle with his Skuntank. It is definitely defensive, but if you do have a fighting type Pokemon, I think this battle will be super easy. Skuntank right here is at level 32 and it's gonna go with Sucker Punch. Basically that is the move it's gonna go with. Lucky for him, he also got a crit hit, which is apparently becoming a thing in my episodes. I just had the first move in my Cascarraffa gym become a crit hit as well, so this is pretty bad. Luckily, I think I'll be able to take down Skuntank with 2 more moves, as long as I can actually survive, of course. For the second turn, I went with Water Pulse, and I think we have to have 1 more move. I'm not really sure if it's 1 move or 2, but at this point I definitely am thinking of switching out. In this case, I think I do have to go with my Tauros, just because of the fact that Skuntank right here does have some moves such as Flamethrower, so I can't really just randomly switch out. Alright, let's see if we can take this one down. Once more it went with Sucker Punch, and the one good thing is if you are switching out a team member when it uses it, it does not affect you. And we were able to take it down in the very next hit, so that's good. Alright, the next Pokemon that Articus will probably bring out is this Muk. In this case, I do have to switch out. Muk is definitely quite defensive, and I don't think my Tauros can actually do any damage. In this case, I went with Cory, who is my Gardevoir. Sadly, Gardevoir has not yet learned Psychic, so I am not really sure how many moves I would actually need. As far as I remember, it should have learned Psychic by now, but maybe it will learn at level 37. This is something I didn't really bother checking out, but I think we'll be able to take it down in the next hit. The only disadvantage of having Gardevoir in this battle is the fact that it is part Fairy type, which means it does get affected by Poison type moves as well. So if you are using Gardevoir, please be aware of this. You might get a crit hit and that might kind of take your Pokemon down as well. So definitely this is a risky position to kind of use that Pokemon. For the next one, I went ahead with my Fletchinder. He's actually gonna go with his Revroom, which is part Steel type, I believe. Or maybe it's just a Steel type. So I think we'll be able to take this one down with a couple of Flame Charges. There we go, that was a pretty good hit. Let's see what move he's actually gonna use. Probably a Poison type one. Yep, he is actually going with Sludge. It definitely does quite a good damage against my team members as well. But I think we'll be able to take his Revroom down before he could take my Pokemon down. So this is just quite a close battle for me. Alright, it seems like we are poisoned as well. But since our speed stat is up, we are definitely going first. There we go, we have taken down the Revroom. Finally, I think he will be using his own automobile. Alright, here is the real challenge. Hoping I can actually take it down. I'm not really sure which Pokemon to switch into at this point. I cannot definitely go with Gardevoir. Maybe I will actually have to go with Tauros. The only thing is I don't really want to switch in directly into Tauros, just to make sure that it does not take any damage. I think I'll go ahead into Luxury and then try using Volt Switch. That way, I will be easily able to switch into Tauros. That is gonna be my plan for now. But as you can see, his Tormobile is at level 32. Even though it is at level 32, it is pretty defensive. So it is definitely a bit difficult if you don't have a really good Psychic type user. It also uses Nausea Stock a lot. This move is quite annoying because it can actually poison your team members. This is pretty bad. I'll actually go with Volt Switch in this turn. Let's see how this actually goes. Sadly, my Luxury was poisoned. I'm hoping that Tauros does not get poisoned. Otherwise, we will definitely have some issues. At least the one good thing is that we did get some really good damage against it right there. Going into Tauros, I'm really happy that it actually has Zen Headbutt. Also, it does work very well since Tauros right here is a physical attacker. Alright, let me try using Zen Headbutt and see how much damage we do. Okay. Tauros is poisoned. This is pretty bad. I'm not sure if we can actually take this one down now. But at least we did not get too much damage from its move. So I still do have a chance to kind of maybe win. I've also thankfully equipped Tauros with leftovers. This will definitely stop the poison from being too much of an issue. Alright, we are still going strong. The second turn definitely did more damage. Seems like we are definitely at a pretty good place. I think 2 more turns should be enough to kind of take this one down. And let's see how much the poison does. Alright, we are having 60 health. So I think we'll still survive a crit hit at this range. Just for a backup, I also went ahead and test-sliced my Tauros. I should have done this a move ago, but for some reason I was too focused in taking the automobile down. At least this turn I actually remembered to test-slice. This will also power up my Zen Headbutt and we can definitely do more damage. Alright, this battle is definitely becoming more fun. Here we go with a Zen Butt. That was pretty good. I think in the next turn we'll be able to take it down if we do survive the poison and the hit. It seems like we have 38 health. I kind of have to risk it at this point. If we do get a crit hit right here, I have nothing to do. Okay, we didn't get crit hit and of course it avoids my move. The one time I just want to win, this Pokemon just avoided the move. Okay. I think it's time for me to go ahead and switch out. My Tauros can't really survive it, so I think the only Pokemon I can actually switch into is my Nuzlocke, which is at level 33. I am really not sure if I'm going to win this battle at this point. My other team members are definitely not going to help. Okay, alright, maybe I do have a chance. I did choose Headbutt right here to see how much damage we can do with it. And it seems like Articus has changed his action. He has stopped using his Poison type move and started using a Steel type move, which is super effective. For the next turn, I went with Rock Slide. Hopefully this will do more damage. Ooh, okay. We are literally one step away. We can survive the spin out, which we did. We are going to defeat him if we are able to hit him with the headbutt. Alright, so there we go. We have defeated the Poison Crew as well. This was definitely quite close and I would have lost quite a few team members. Lucky for me, I actually had Nuzlocke in my team. Alright, I am very happy with this battle. It was both challenging and fun. Definitely nothing I actually expected. Either way, now that we have actually defeated him, I think this is pretty fun for today. I think I do need to just leave it right there and pick it up tomorrow. I feel like I had enough close calls for today. Either way, in the next episode, we'll be going ahead, moving forward. I'm planning to challenge Medali City Gym as well as Montenevera City Gym, but let's see how that goes. Either way, thank you all for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to support me more, check out the links in my description. And I'll see you guys in the next one.